Hey, Shalom. I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakah Kodash, the ones to the apostles of Great Millstone of GMS, and Shalom to the elect. I am Judah. That's going to be the title of this video. Okay? Now, what you see before you on your screen, okay, is a rapper who goes by the name of Logic. Okay? I don't really listen to him. I don't know him that well. I've only heard like 2 songs from him. But believe it or not, this guy's a Judite, man. He is an Israelite. Either from the tribe, I believe from the tribe of Judah, all right? Or it could be from Levi or Benjamin. But this guy's from the tribe of Judah, man, all right? His father's a so-called black man, okay? And his mom is a so-called white woman, okay? And this proves that Israel is going to look like all nations, man. Okay, and I'll prove to you, man, that this guy is a so-called black man. Okay. Well, I remember also before I showed the proof. I was watching the Breakfast Club about a year ago, I believe, and he happened to be on it. And Charlemagne asked him a question, saying, "What's your ethnicity?" And he said, "My mom is white and my father's black." And this guy, he was talking about, how his whole life, he was basically living poor, man. Okay, he was under the curses, man. But he's doing a little better now since he's making music and stuff. Since he's out there in the industry now. Okay, but he said his family's going through food stamps and stuff like that, man. Okay, his father was a drug addict. All right. And there was one point where he said his own mother called him a nigger, man. Okay, but proof, here he is right here, man. Okay, it says Logic talks to father plus brother about not following them into street life, addiction, and so on. Okay, but here it is, man. Okay, there you see Logic, the rapper, in the middle. And his dad on his left-hand side wearing the black hat, right? And his brother on his Salaki, his father on his right-hand side, and his brother on the left-hand side, man. Okay. And this proves to you that Israel is gonna look like all nations, man. Even a so-called white man. All right. You see that he has all the features of a so-called white person, man. But he's not black, so-called black. All right. And that's a curse, man. That's part of the curses that the nation of Israel is under right now, man. Okay? The confusion of face. He's a confusion of face. Confusion of face. Okay? He has blue eyes, so-called white hair, the style, the texture, so-called white skin. Okay? And he says he doesn't even say the word nigga because he's afraid of getting jumped by black people because they'll think he's a white boy, man. All right? Not seeing spiritually that this guy's an Israelite. Okay? And this cuts all those other guys out there who talk about let's say that Jake are only black people, okay? And that's off, man. All right. This is the book of Daniel, chapter 9, verse 7. O Yahweh, righteousness belongeth unto thee, but unto us confusion of faces. That's right, man. Okay. Here you see a confusion of face, right? Right before you. All right. And that's proof right there, man. If you don't believe me, hey, you can check this video out if you want to. Okay, I'll leave the the description and I'll leave the link to the video in the description box, right? And you can also check out that interview with Logic at the Breakfast Club, all right? But yeah, man, all right, that's a confusion of face, man. Okay, continuing as at this day to the men of Judah, all right, and to the inhabitants of Jerusalem, okay, as didn't with the so-called Negroes, man, all right, and unto all Israel, all right, the other tribes, man, all right, the whole nation, man, all right, that are near and that are far off. Now, who's that talk about? The Israelite Gentiles, man, all right, who are scattered amongst the other nations, man, okay, like the Lord said He was gonna do, okay. through all the countries where thou hast driven them. Exactly. And that goes back to the curses back in okay, that the Lord said he was going to put on Israel if we obeyed not, okay, because of their trespass that they have trespassed against thee, okay. Israel's seed is scattered throughout the whole planet Earth, man. All right, we're the biggest nation on the planet Earth, okay. The biggest nation, man. All right, and as the biggest nation, don't you think that Jake is not gonna have sex with these other women from these other nations, all right, and leave their seed there, okay? We're fruitful people, right? Like back in Egypt, man. The more and more the Pharaoh oppressed the children of Israel, the more and more they multiplied, okay? And the Lord said, be fruitful, multiply, okay? And our people love to have sex, man, okay? That's part of being an Israelite, man. That's just in us, man. That's how the Lord made us, okay? Ain't no other nation like us, man, all right? We're a special people to the Most High, okay? And for all those guys out there that say, you know, Israel's only black people, all right? Even excluding the so-called Latinos, with the so-called Latinos are Israelites too, all right? But what I'm trying to say is, this is a perfect example of a confusion of faith, man. An Israelite, man. Logic, man. Okay? And you have other people out there, man. All right? That you might think they're so-called white boys, man. So-called, they could look like a so-called white boy, all right? So-called Indian man, so-called Chinese, and so on, man. Okay? The scripture says, roughly paraphrasing, you got to judge the spirit by the spirit, not by how a man looks like outwardly, okay? Now, yes, sometimes, it gets to you and stuff, but, you got to, remember to check yourself, and to, really, judge the spirit by the spirit, all right? If he's he or she is an Israelite, man, one of our people, okay? Because right now, all Israel is not together, man. And all Israel doesn't look like Israel, man. Okay? And what do I mean by that? We're as a nation, we're not together, man. We're scattered, okay? That's confusion, right? We're supposed to be together, man. Not be spread out amongst other nations, because that's confusion, man. Okay? And having the complexion of how a true Israelite is supposed to look like, man, with full melanin, all right, so-called black skin, okay, and different shades of brown, all right. And look at his brother, man. His brother, you can tell he's a Judite, but he's a little light-skinned. He's a little light-skinned Judite, okay. But his brother pops out more, man, because his brother looks like a full-blown out Edomite, man, but he's not, all right. He's an Israelite, man, from the tribe of Judah, okay? That's why I want to title this video, I Am Judah, man. All right? Because all Israelites, ain't gonna look, like a so-called black man or so-called Latino man, all right? Because, the Gentiles, is a big issue. A lot of people can't seem to understand that, man. Okay, that Israel is not gonna look like your typical Israelite, man. Your typical Judite, it ain't gonna look like how a Judite is supposed to look, man. All right, this is a perfect example right here, man, of the rapper Logic. Right, he's an Israelite, man. Okay. But that's all I wanted to say in this video. I hope this video was edifying, and proof that all Israel, ain't gonna look like Israel, man. They gonna look like Edomites, okay? They gonna look like Ishmaelites. They gonna look like Moabites. They gonna look like Ammonites. They gonna look like Hamites. They gonna look like Japhites. But they're really Israelites, okay? Because their seed goes back to their forefather, which was an Israelite, man. Okay? You are what your father is, not what your mother is. But with that, I like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh by Shem Yahushai, by Shem HaKadosh, the belongs to the apostles of GMS of Great Millstone, and Shalom, and sincere blessings to the elect. I hope this video was edifying. Until next time, Shalom.